Okay, so this is the minute drill with the bean jar, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute, and you're going to have whoever you're doing this with, or yourself. You could do this with yourself. This is a good practice for just getting yourself calm and grounding. So what you're going to do is you're just going to set a timer for 1 minute, and you're going to have a jar of beans. You can use erasers, whatever you want, and you're going to pull out one thought, one bean for every thought. So I'm going to give this a whirl. I think the max I've gotten is 15, so we'll try. So here we go. Start. I opened the jar. This is a bean. This is red. I'm doing an exercise. I am on video. I am running out of things to say already. This is a bean. This is a table. It sounds funny when it goes on the table. I dropped it pretty fast. I am running out of things to say again. I'm afraid that this isn't going very well. I'm not going to beat my record. I'm looking at the clock. I noticed that there's 29 seconds. There's a bigger bean there. I keep saying and I keep saying and. I'm in a room. I'm actually doing pretty good. I keep saying I have 5 seconds. I said Okay, so there we go. I have, let's see here if you can see this. I have 1, 2, 3, let's stop this. Stop. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's a record. I've gotten better at it, but to be honest, when I first did this, I maybe got 10. So you'll notice that some of the things that I said I repeated, and that's okay. Some people might repeat, and I think that kind of represents what rumination is. And when you're ruminating on a certain thought, and I noticed that one of my thoughts is that I kept saying and that I might not finish very well. But then I noticed also, and this is what you do with who you're doing this with this too, kind of review what the thoughts were. I'm noticing that a lot of my thoughts were kind of doubting and feeling like I'm not going to be able to do this. So that's a little bit of a negative thought. There was a positive thought in there of, I'm actually doing pretty good in there. I'm doing pretty good. And there are also some neutral thoughts, which is what you're going to be doing, is breaking them down in between positive, negative, and neutral thoughts. The neutral thoughts were, this is a table, this bean feels heavy, I said However, for me, when I say that might be a negative thought because I don't want to say so I kind of make myself feel guilty about saying To somebody else, that might just be a neutral thought. And that's something you want to explore too. Like, what exactly does this thought mean to you? Is it a positive, negative, or neutral thought? Like, some people might hear, I'm going to lose my job, and that might be a very negative thought. And some people who hate their job might be like, yes, finally, this is great. I'm excited. Some people might look at it as, it is what it is, kind of a thing. So just exploring what your thoughts are that come out. And so that's the first one. The first exercise is the minute drill, is just keep naming thoughts in 1 minute. And I had 23, and like I said, you're supposed to have one thought every second. There's no way I could say a thought every second. I try really hard, but it's not going to happen. So it's really important to know, why did I pick out those 23 thoughts when I have another, 37 that I didn't pick out, that are going on, that I just am not aware of. So really cool drill. It really does tell you a lot about what is important to you in that moment, and help you to identify that you need to focus a little bit more on the neutrals when you're feeling a little too negative, which we'll get into in a second.